Got it.
We are
Okay.
recording. Thank you,
Excellent.
everybody, for joining us on Healers Talk Mondays. We haven't had one in the last couple of weeks. You know, that's what happens when summer rolls around. My name is Anuschka. I'm an empowerment health coach and energy healer.
Hello, and this is Jacob Moya. I'm also an energy healer and a researcher of all things energy. And today we have an excellent topic, you know, that is very, very recurrent in the people. What is the name of the topic for today, Anushka?
Yeah, so the topic is a longer one, but so when things are not coming into alignment with ease and you start coming upon obstacles and bumps in the road, the question is, does that actually mean we're on the wrong path? That's the topic.
Yeah. And the real answer is that you will know in the future, you know. And let me turn off an alarm that I have here showing up. Okay, thank you very much. Because this is the thing, and is one of the things that I try to teach first when I'm working with someone one-on-one to develop energetic things and to have awakenings and that kind of thing, is that the real problem is our physical mind, because we are so used to living in balance, right, wrong, good, bad, so on and so forth. And the thing here is that we assuming that if I'm doing this right or am I doing it wrong, right? But remember that we are talking about an energetic experience, an energetic shift. We are trying to create or produce something out of energy. It's an energetic experience. And the challenge with that is that energy do not respond to the same rules, thank God, to the same rules of matter, you know, of things physical, of the third world dimension. It won't, I mean, it can't, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to manifest health. You wouldn't be able to change and transform your body. You wouldn't be able to attract the things that you want to attract. You wouldn't be able to raise your vibration or lower your vibration at will, you know? It couldn't happen. It will be more like, this is who you are and this is how you're gonna be for the rest of your life, right? But when we're doing energetic work, it's the opposite. It's about creating miracles. It's about bringing possibilities. It's about transforming and experiencing. Now, if you cannot get what you are working out of what you want, it can be many answers. So let's explore the possibilities. One of the possibilities is that your higher self is seeing that if you get what you want, you're gonna hit a wall, you know. So they're trying to help you or preventing you from something, but you cannot see it, because the analogy that I use is that think that you are on the river, crossing the river from shore to shore, and life is that water, you know, and it's like water because it's dynamic. It's not static. It's sometimes you hit a current, sometimes it's like pushing you, sometimes it's pulling you, sometimes it's you can get into a rapid and get down, you know, with the currents. But you can only see in front of you because you are swimming, you know, you are swimming, so you can only see very near of your experiences. But your higher self is still, you know, at the mountain level, you know, so it can see a broad horizon, and it can see that you're going towards, I don't know, a speedboat competition, you know, and it's, the chances you're gonna get hammered or slammed there are very high, you know. Or they can see the direction that you took is only for surfers, and surfers are not going to be able to see you because they are more worried about themselves and their experience than looking around for everybody else. So it can be that can be one of the possibilities. Another of the possibilities is that you are doing the things to manifest this the wrong way. And we explored this when we were talking about manifestation, you know, how our subconscious mind don't understand, only understand the verb, don't understand the subject, the adjectives, you know, everything else. So for example, I don't want to be poor, you know, it only understands poor, being
Right.
poor, you know,
Right.
I cannot purchase a house. So they only understand cannot purchase house, you know, cannot purchase house. Cannot, okay, so let me manifest that you cannot purchase house, you know. So you it can be part of that. Another thing can be also the cycle that you're in. You know, there's let me see if I remember the name of this system. Biorhythms.
Oh,
There's even applications for
okay.
that.
Mhm.
Biorhythms is a system that based on what I haven't investigated deeper, you know, but the very superficial research that I did, and I don't know if this is a fact or it's fiction. They say that they actually win a Nobel 2017 Nobel Prize. And it was a research based on your date of birth. It's kind of like a numerology, date of birth and the cycles that you're gonna go through. And you have a cycle for life, for health, for love, for professional life, and they're four different. I think three or four. I don't remember very well. And they you know, it depends on the cycle that you're in. If you really are in a spiritual cycle, you know, it's like this is not the time for you to go into material things. This is a time for you to inner growth and to prepare. It's like if you're building your spiritual muscle to be able to, when you go into the physical, manifest the things that you want. But right now is your preparation. It's like if you're going to school and you want to find a job that requires a person to be fully graduated, right? With all the knowledge that you're going to acquire once you graduate from the thing that you're learning. So that those are things that also play a part, you know. And now it can be that you have one cycle, and if you are married, and the person that you're married with have a different cycle. It can be that the sales professional that you hire to help you with the purchase can be on a wrong cycle as well, you know. And it can be like nothing that he or she does is gonna work, you know, because it's not part of their cycle right now, and you are just a consequence. You know, it's like you're helping her or him to live that experience, right? So it is just like that. I mean, it can be many things. But now, everything that we talk about right now, it's outside of you. You know, these are things that you cannot control. You cannot control the cycle that you're in. You cannot control if your higher self is seeing something that it's trying to help you or prevent you, and you don't want that. You cannot control the environment. You cannot control those things. What you can control is the energy that you are putting towards it. Because we also talk about this almost in every single life that we have, which is that where you put your attention, all your energy, emotions, and reality goes, you know. And if you are seeing yourself at the frustrated level or under frustration, and you are allowing it to exist and to happen, then you bring it over to your life, you know. And because basically that's your attention, you know. And that's the reason why you have to focus on the fictitious event. You know, you have to focus on you know, you're trying to purchase a house. In the house, if you want to have the baby, you want to focus on the baby, on the process of the mother, not on what's going on here right now. Because here, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't gonna attend yourself or go to the doctor and do the things that you have to do. Is that's their job. You know, you are just cooperating with them, and you go with them, and oh, now what you want to do? I want to check this and that. Okay, You do your thing. You know, I am on another place. I am there, you know, because that is my reality. So your energy, it can keep changing the things and adapting the things and experience until it gets you to the point or the place that you want. You know, that is the thing. You know, now it's difficult, yes, of course, and that's the reason why there's professionals doing this for you, you know, that help you, that coach you through the process, because it's difficult. It's very difficult. I was having a conversation with my mom not too long ago. She came down here for a treatment, and I was taking her to the train station, and we were having a conversation, and one of my points was that you criticize a lot and you're too negative, right? And so all our conversations are about negative things, and that creates a symptom in your body, because she leaves and you know, I'm free again, right? So I don't have to absorb those comments and stuff. And he's like, well, I just wanted to share that with you, but you don't care. I said, not really, you know, it's a happy ending. If it's a happy ending, I want to know. But if it's not a happy ending, I don't want to know, because there's nothing that I can do anyway. These are things that happened already in the past, you know, and past can be last week, you know, it's like, it's out of my control. Yeah, it can be yesterday or early in the morning, you know, it's like, it's already gone. It happens, you know. Why do I need to know and experience something that is not on my awareness? Because I don't want to bring my energy to that. You know, I prefer to have the conversations about good stuff. You say, well, okay, forget it. Then I got nothing else to say. I said, okay, you know, that's cool, you know. And then we are driving, and then I stopped to give the opportunity to a car to pass, and she's like, the guy don't want to pass, and he's like, okay, well, I go through, you know. And she's like, oh, he's so stupid, you know. Like, and I am like, beep, you know, that's a negative comment. But she couldn't even see that she was being that way, you know. I have to help her to bring to her attention all the things, you know. And it's like a beep and beep and beep every time that I was hearing something negative. So that is the time that you can use to reflect. You can use it to go through your life, through your recent life, and see the missteps or mishaps that you have, and then relieve them by recreating the best answer possible to the same situation. So I'm gonna use the example of Anuschka. Let's say that you go to the doctor and tells you, no, it's the reason why the reason why is this, you know, because every time they change, right? So now this is the reason. So instead of and let's assume that you got frustrated and all the feelings and emotions that came out of that. Well, now on your mind, you can go back to the event, and go back to the doctor, and go back through the experience, and go back when he tells you or she tells you whatever it is that they tell you, and then change your reaction and say like, oh, okay, so now you have something to get entertained with, you know. I am here, you know, and you keep seeing your thing and just enjoying the joy of being a mother and having been pregnant and all that good stuff, you know. So it's just relieve the experience, but now with a different outcome. Because remember that for our brain, there's no difference, you know. There's no difference. So it allows you to go over and over and over until this experience is more real than the one that you had, you know. And you can use the technique that I teach you guys to remove that frustration and stuff, and you know, and you can go against the doctor and slam it into the desk, and then give the finger to God, and you know, like you take all the rage out and then release it, remove it, thank them all for your experience, let it go, and then rebuild a new experience, you know. So because that really helps you to recreate your life in the way that you want. Now, if it's a physical thing, you know, if it's a house, a car, or move or vacation or something that you want, and every time that you try it, just no. I'm gonna give you an example, and this is a real example, and it happens. It happened probably 2-3 weeks ago. Our friend Michelle, right? It was like, hey, let's catch up, and then, I mean, we've been trying to catch up for months, you know. And it's either I have an appointment or she has an appointment, and then it cannot happen, right?
Yeah.
And then she invited me to do a blessing on her house because she moved to a new place, and I was going to go there with another friend. And then turns out that it was a social gathering, and then turns out that the boyfriend is going to be there. And I said, well, you know what? I can bring a friend too, and you know, I can be. And then she said, like, yeah, but it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable. And it's like, oh, okay, so never mind. And then we agreed that, okay, let's have lunch next week. And she tells me, any day it's okay with me. And I tell her the day, and then she comes back like, oops, you know, guess what? I cannot do it. And I was like, you know what? The universe, your higher self or my higher self are telling us that this is not a time for us to meet. I don't know why.
Right.
You know,
right.
The answer is gonna come in the future. This is not the time to get the answer. This is the time to acknowledge that there are blockages happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that there is, for whatever reason, this is not flowing. So I don't need to know why, you know, because I live in, you know, for a very long time my way. To the point that now I understand that there's always a good reason. So it's like, okay, never mind then. And I tell her that on my text. You know what? For some reason we cannot meet. So let's wait a little bit of time. Let's allow the energy to shift, to change, and then, you know, we can try this again, and it will be okay. And she answered me, yeah, I totally get it. You know, that's cool. You know, and it's nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you're like, you get that, you know, when things are not coming into alignment, there is a reason behind it that we're just not able to see in the current moment, right? And I mean, the example. So what had me think of this topic is, I mean, of course, with myself too, right? With what I'm going through, but I'm actually feeling like everything's working out great. I've actually come to a really good place about it. And I saw the gift in the polyp, right? I saw that in just whatever souls are coming, it's meant to be a certain astrology sign. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, really, I feel like I'm surrendering. But what had me think of this topic was more so my friend, because at this point she's having so many obstacles coming about for her to purchase a home. So it's funny, of course, you mentioned that, right? So the first one fell through. The second one pretty much fell through. And thankfully today, like, apparently the third one, like, she's in escrow now. But the thing is, she kept thinking, well, maybe I made the wrong decision to move out here, and all the stories, right?
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Of the rational mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's why I was like, look, this is just because things are, and she kept thinking that. She's like, well, maybe it wasn't meant to be. And I was like, no, sometimes obstacles are also there to maybe one of those houses or both of those houses, something could have broken like a month later, and it would have put so much more cost on you. Or for instance, like, this one is like the best pricing out of all the other ones, right? And the other thing is, you know, as we all need to learn, patience. Patience is a big lesson for all of us to constantly take on and learn, and just to let go of control, surrender, and trust that the right one is going to work out, and the ones that didn't is because there was something that in the long run might have actually had her see, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm like, why did I actually move into this place? So I feel like one of the biggest things is when we start creating stories and the rational mind starts to take place, possibilities all shut off. Like, it's like you see one thing and that's it, right? Rather
yes.
Like, okay, well, what's another possibility? What's the other possibility? And just looking at the infinite possibilities out there.
And exactly, not just that. I mean, it's for me, for example, it's she's seen that as oh, maybe now that I got it, maybe I don't want it that much, right? But in my case, it's like, oh, finally you find what it was for you. You know, it was like, no, it's not this one. No, it's not this one. No, it's this one. Why? We don't gonna know why.
Yeah.
It's too soon to know the why. You have to allow yourself to go through the process, through time, and that why is gonna show up, even though this may give her a lot of, let's say, give her a lot of trouble, you know, like a pipe and the plumber and then now the AC and now the appliances and that. And it's like, oh my God, I knew it, you know. And no, it's not like that. It's also an opportunity. We talk about this in many lives. It's you need to find that everything that happens in your life is happening for your own good. You know, so we don't know if it's a matter of having the best neighbors, you know, or there's so many other things involving other than the house, you know. Is the schools that you're gonna have access to, is the services that you're gonna have access to, is the value, the increased value of the property in the future. So I mean,
noise, the amount of noise that you like have.
Yeah, it's so many things, right? So many things, but you need to focus on this is what it was meant to be for me. You know, that's why it happens. And when it's not happening, that's okay. That's totally okay. And it happens, you know. I've been manifesting all this different amounts of money, and I've been very happy with that. And to the point that I become lazy last week, and I said, nah, just I'm okay. And guess what? I didn't make as much money that last week as this week, you know, as previous weeks. And it was like my fault, my responsibility, but I'm okay with it. You know, I'm totally okay with it because I know there is part or something major, something bigger. Because of that, now I am asking for discounts in other places. I have to buy some stuff, and I'm asking for discounts, and I'm getting a huge discount that it wasn't even here. You know, I was just waiting for money to come to be able to purchase the thing, and because I don't have as much as I was expecting, now I'm getting this deal. You know, so it's like that. But I'm not focusing on the problems that I'm gonna have because I am gonna be $300-400 less from my week. You know, I'm focusing about the opportunities that being this low are gonna bring me. You know, and that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. So that's something that I pass you guys because. Like Anuschka said, patience. You know, patience is a virtue. You know, and the other thing with patience is the focus. You know, where you are putting your attention. Put your attention there. Put it in the places that you want, and let the magic happen. You know, but let it happen naturally. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it flow.
And be open. I feel like that's another big one, is being open. Yeah. Don't feel like you're wanting to control it. It's only what you really truly believe that you desire, right? When you're focusing on like, oh my God, I really want this one thing, then you're gonna not see, and like there might be whatever them just very general, but there might
possibilities
be even bigger than you can even imagine out there for you that you don't even know, but you're trying to control the situation rather than just surrender, trust, and have patience and take action. Right. Allow your
and the other thing and the other thing that is very important is that like for example, if she doubts this, every single, I mean, your mind, your subconscious mind work is to make sure that you don't think that you're crazy, right? It needs to bring into reality the things that you think or believe on. So if she thinks that she made a mistake, you know what? Her subconscious mind is gonna make sure that it proves to her that she made a mistake.
Yeah.
You know? And it's gonna be
a really 5-minute like frustration conversation as we got through it, which is, and now that's what I do want to say is sometimes you do get frustrated. Like, of course, with this whole fertility journey, I've gotten frustrated, And
Of
I've
course.
gotten victim-y, you know, and I've yelled it out and screamed it out, and then I've gotten connected to love and connected to the feeling of being pregnant, the feeling of what it would be like for me to be a mother, and all these things.
Right.
Right? But I did feel my feelings. It's not like I suppressed them, because you don't want to do that either.
No, you don't want to do
So,
that. You don't want to do that. You know, you have to remove all that energy out of your body as ASAP. You know, that's very, very important. But like I said, and I'm using her because that's the example that we put. But don't focus on that thing. You know, don't focus. Don't believe that game that your mind is playing you, and just let it be and let it happen. You know, and then collect on the way, because that will open you up to see everything as an opportunity instead of just seeing the things that you don't like and the mistakes. You know, it's definitely it's something, you know. So that's what we got.
Yes. So thank you all those of you that have joined us. Appreciate you. If you're on Facebook, the live will, or the video will remain there, and then I will share it on Instagram as well. Also, as usual, this evening we're having our Monday meditation. So if you haven't joined before, definitely check it out. It's only $20 to join, and they're beyond just a deep meditation. We do aura cleansing, chakra balancing, healing, and it just is very powerful. And I always get something newly out of each one, even though now I've been doing these with you for, I feel like, a year and a half now, right? And you've been
okay. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I think we started like the beginning of 2019-ish or 2020. I don't even remember. But anyhow, they're powerful. Let's just put it that way. And I highly recommend you joining us. I will post about it, so that way you can send that $20 to Jacob, and I will share the link with you to join at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight.
See you there, guys. We're looking forward to see you and to practice with you all.
Yes, absolutely. Have a great rest of your day and week. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.